Hey, Chatty, get ready with me. I'm not going anywhere. Also, I have a different sweater on over a t-shirt and some flower leggings. I only wear leggings when I'm at home. Other than that, I'm a pants person. I love pants and sweaters and shirts. Also, my age is starting to show. Look at those white hairs. I'm not gonna have a full head of gray, so I'm gonna have a full hair of white hair. I should have seen it coming. My grandma had a full head of white hair. She just dyed it like dark brown, and she was always surprised when it came out black. Good times. Okay, so let's use Fenty Beauty Invisipink. Look at the usage. And I've already got stuff in the empties for this coming up month, at the end of the month. If you're wondering why it takes me so long to upload and post, because the only time I make videos is when I'm at home and my man's is at work. Because I love to spend time with him. I'm a stage 5 clinger, okay? I love it. And sometimes I try not to be clingy. He goes, it's okay. You can be clingy. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. Case closed. Okay, let's see here. I did change out some of my makeup, so I haven't filmed a Shop My Stash yet. Let's see here. I need to start looking to see what I want to do before filming these. For sure, I've said that every video too, and I still don't do it. Okay, so I think the plan is we're gonna use the e.l.f., which is this one. It's called Perfect 10. Yeah, the Perfect 10 eyeshadow, which is basically just like a nice little knockoff of one of the Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. Okay, and we're going to start off with this brown right here. I'm just going to do how I would do a normal look. It's a nice brown. At like 4 o'clock this morning, there was like no snow at all outside. And then we got up at like 8 something and it was covered out there. Like, what? I knew they said snow was gonna come, but like, I literally didn't see anything, like, ever. If you're wondering where I film in the spare bedroom, which I use as like a giant closet. So, woohoo. Okay, so we use this one, but I want just a little pop of color, and then we're gonna come back to this palette. Let's see here. We'll use that's not what I want, but I think that might be good for this one. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna use I'm gonna use D1. I haven't used this shade, but I think it's gonna be perfect. This is Norvina Volume 6. Ooh, okay. I don't know why I've never not used this shade. That is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna use a phase here. When ABH decided to do the Norvina collective palettes, that's the formula they should use in all their palettes. And when these came out, let me tell you what, I was brokey broke, okay? I was making like 12 something an hour. So when I was buying these, ooh, I was making sure I wanted them. So that is a great peach shade. I love it. Okay. And then, because I want this to be just a little bit darker, I'm gonna, same brush by the way, I'm gonna go into this darker purple. It's like a shimmer purple, but it'd be fine. Look at that. You can see the shimmer, but can't see the shimmer. I do light little like pats and motions on my eyes, so that way I have more control over the shadow, and then it's less for me to work with on trying to get it to blend. Hope that makes sense. Look at that. And then I set a towel down too, where I do my makeup, so that way I can just use it as like a brush cleaner in between shades, and it works fabulous. Okay, and I'm done with this brush. Forgot to move my little dirty brush collector over to the side so I can wash them after I'm done. So, I am still going to keep this out because I have one of these shades. I think it's, yeah, I'm going to use this one for our inner corner today, instead of what I usually use for the inner corner. And then, let's grab the next glitter glue. Yeah, I never knew that. Just a small little bead for each eye. And then now, I like to use multiple palettes. I don't just use one. This is a Culture from Juvia. It's a good palette. We're gonna use let's use Shonia. Let's use this one, because I think that's gonna go perfect. Yeah. I like using the next glitter glue because It helps it from not creasing on my lid because my eyelids get oily. Okay, that looks beautiful. I do want to add like a darker shade to the outer corner, so we're going to go in with this shade Biafra. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but that's what we're going to go with. I once had a lady tell me I didn't have to use the whole palette of colors when I use an eyeshadow palette, but like, I like using a bunch of fun shades. And why would I limit myself, right? Okay, beautiful. Everybody puts invisible limits on themselves, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that? All right, let me clean this up and come back with a full finished face. Okay, so this is our finished look. Hair always looks a mess. It's okay, but this is it. I think it looks great. I did finish out the inner corner with this shade. Look at that, it's so pretty. Here's what it looks like with glasses on, because I will wear like this type of stuff to work. So this is it. This is us wearing glasses, full glory. Okay, I just take them off to film, but I have to wear those all day. Otherwise, I can't see nothing. Okay, well, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Remember, life is tough out there, and I have seen a lot of people just like, there's just like a lot of man hating in the world, and I think that's so crazy, because if, oh, got a hair on me. If the roles were definitely reversed and there was a lot of women hating from the men, there would be one heck of an uproar, you know? And I know women would be like, oh, I don't need a man. You know, I got this. Girls, now we need a man. Because that's what built everything we're in. Because maybe one out of like 30 dudes, there's like one woman in the trades, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's tough out there, right? And realistically, a lot of us women are not built to do a lot of what the men do. I mean, I'm short, 5'1.5". I'm 103 pounds, okay? There's a lot of shit I can't do. And I require man strength. So when I'm at work, oh girl, best believe, I'm like, hey, can I borrow your man strength? Okay, that's how I ask for help. Because I can't do it. Whew. And after I lift like maybe 6 waters, girl, I'm done. I can't do no more. We done. We are all ready for a nap, ready for some sleeps and a snack. Right? You know what I'm getting at? I mean, fix this. Sorry. I have actual ADHD, okay? Easily distracted. But like, you know, what was I gonna say? Oh shit. Oh yeah, okay, so like, we're all like equality. I think the only equality we actually wanted as women was like pay, right? But I've been in the work environment for quite a while before I went over to retail, and let me just tell you what, okay? I have seen women work. I've seen them from all sizes, heights, weight, work, and I've seen men do do more work than the women. Because when I worked in a factory, these women would be like, no, too heavy, right? And then they'd have a man come over and do it. I don't think that deserves the same pay, really, because if you want the same pay, we sign the same contract, right? We got to be able to do the same work that we're signing up to do as a man. Does that make any sense? That's how my thinking works, right? So when I realized my body was starting not to be able to do all that man work, right? I went back to retail because girl, I was done. And you know what? It's like literally the same shit, different situation work. So like what? You know what I mean? Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense, right? And like, and then another topic I want to talk to you about is that the world is fucked, right? Right now, we gotta do some reimbalancing, because people who should be like arrested and sentenced for probably life with the heinous stuff that's coming out online, they're not, right? No, they're not. But other people who do like little piddly shit, like the God's good green that you smoke, right? That's literally harmless. Helly harmless. I see them get more years than what's currently going on in our states. You know what I mean? Crazy work. So you just take your day and go day by day, right? You know, quit hating on everything. Quit hating on everybody. And if you see people living life differently than you, oh, that is totally cool too, you know? Not everyone's gonna like the same thing. Everyone's gonna want the same thing, right? And then I had people ask me, wow, you guys have been together 14 years, you know? Yeah, you know why? Because I treat him like a human being. Not like my wallet, right? Not like everyday man muscle. I treat him like I was not born to be treated. But I'm also loving him and his love language too. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I know people say, oh, relationships are 50-50. No, they are. Sometimes you have to give a little bit more on different days when they just ain't got it in them. And nobody's perfect. I don't give like not a two shits about red flags, green flags, beige flags, because here was my requirements, right? I wanted to be loved, and then I wanted to be accepted for me and all my flaws. Because listen, I got chronic migraines, and they don't give up. Okay, so some days I be like dead on the floor, just laying there questioning my life, and then some days I can function with them. And I have ADHD. Okay, I am up there on them charts. I tried medication, didn't like it. Terrible results, never again. Okay, and then I also have endo. I have the one that just grows inside your uterus. Whew, buddy, we're going 3 for 3 here. But you know what? Even though I'm flawed and I have some heckin' quirks, I'm loved for that, and that's all I wanted. Okay. Yeah, I know, I'm ranting here a little bit because y'all women are killing me, right? I'm just chill, super chill, maybe sometimes a little too chill, right? I'm the alright man. I just be like, alright, go on about my day. And then when I'm done talking to people, I'm just like, have a good day, have a good day. So maybe I was fit for retail, I don't know. But yeah, that's it, you know, that's some of my life's advice, right? The only time you should leave somebody is if they're cheating, okay? You're never going to forgive that. You're going to say you are, but you're not. You're going to hold it against them. Every time they do something wrong, you're done. Cut it out, right? Don't do it, because that's going to create more problems down the road, okay? You can forgive cheating, but you're never going to forgive it, and it's always going to be there on both sides, right? Okay, that's that. I see a lot of that asked on TikTok. Like, girl, just go. Guy, just go. Okay? There's a lot of double standards out there, and I don't understand. It's so silly and stupid. And then I see, oh my God, he hit me, or oh my gosh, she hit me. Leave, okay? We don't accept that. That's not acceptable on either side, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to blame one gender more than the other gender when both genders are just fucked. Got it? Yeah, I know. Crazy work. It's there. I've seen it, right? And literally, just be out there. Live, right? Life. Billions of people. Don't accept stupid shit. And by that, I mean cheating. Yeah? Okay? If you've fallen out of love with that person, just leave too. You know what I mean? It's easy. I mean, it's not easy mentally, but it's also really easy because there's other people out there, right? Okay? It's super simple, because you're just going to drag that poor person along knowing damn well you don't love them no more. But right, you're still staying out of comfort. Don't do that. Don't do that to them. someone else they can go out there and find someone who loves them entirely till death do them part, right? Okay? Super simple. That's how my brain sees. No, I don't understand people. Like, why you gotta drag people to the mud? Like, I see a lot of people super unhappy in their marriages. And you know why they stay? Comfort and kids. Just go. Right? Start again. Don't drag them through hell. Don't drag them through hell. Why are you complaining on the internet about your spouse? Why are we spouse hating them? Why is that a thing? If you're not happy, leave. Figure out things to leave. Part ways. Become just their roommates, right? Live lives again. Crazy. I know. It's so easy to solve. I don't understand. Okay? Maybe I'm cut differently. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe other people think this, but they don't say the shit. I'ma say it. It's okay. Also, because the cursing, I can't help it, okay? I grew up with 4 brothers, beat down, what you would call it, like, the hood, the ghetto, whatever. That's where I was raised. I can't help it. A lot of mixed cultures in there. Everyone just be chilling. Some days not so chill. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, I'm just ranting right now because what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong? I don't understand. You people are killing me on the internet. Also, some of you know need to get off the internet. You need to go sit outside. Just sit there. Taking animal sounds, okay? That's what y'all need. Off the internet. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Because I could rant again. I have more things I could rant about. But anyway, yeah, love the makeup. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing. I'm terrible at uploading. I don't have a schedule. I just film and upload. Film and upload. Yeah. If you got something you want me to rant about, I don't know. Ask me for opinions. One thing we don't talk about here, politics, religion, and I'll tell you why. Politics should only be politics. Religion should not be in politics. Politics should not be in religion. That's all I have to say on that. I had a test in, like, what, high school? They had me take it twice. You know where I was? Fence sitter. Both sides make good points. Both sides make terrible fucking points. You know? Agree to disagree on that. That's as far as we go. Okay, bye. I gotta turn it off while we keep going.